There we go. My mic was being all fucky-wucky. That means I have to manually adjust all these settings, unfortunately. There we go, now we're ready. Sorry for wasting so much time getting all that shit set up. Everything was working fine before I started streaming. Don't know what happened. Like I was trying to say, but you guys couldn't hear, I had a slight change of plans for what we're going to be streaming tonight, as you can probably see. Instead of doing Metal Gear Solid, I'm in the mood for some Ninja Gaiden, because I've been meaning to stream that for the better part of a year. And specifically, we'll be doing the remaster that's on Steam of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, since there's so goddamn many versions of Ninja Gaiden out there. So, without any further dilly-dallying, because I never have really anything interesting to talk about at the beginning of these streams, it takes me a little while to get into the swing. Let's start Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
The evil, dark dragon blade. A legendary sword, said to have been carved out of the bones of a...
I've actually never played Ninja Gaiden Sigma before. I've played Ninja Gaiden Black, and I've heard that Ninja Gaiden Sigma adds some new levels and boss fights to the story, as well as tweaking the difficulty a bit to be slightly less brutal.
By the souls of the vanquished black dragons.
Because if there's anything that Ninja Gaiden is known for, even among people that have never played Ninja Gaiden, it's that the series is known for its unforgiving difficulty.
And confer it upon the one who wields it.
Like, we're talking about if you choose easy mode, the game gaslights you into thinking you're a sidekick.
Not even those of the dragon lineage who protect it know the true extent.
Also, what the hell is with the subtitles being like 1/3 up the screen?
Dragon sword, another weapon protected by the dragon lineage since ancient times. This sword, which is said to have been used by ancient warriors to slay the black dragons, is now handed down from generation to generation in the Hayabusa ninja clan, the modern descendants of the dragon lineage. And now, the dragon sword is gripped firmly in the hands of young ninja Ryu Hayabusa.
Firmly grasp it, young ninja Ryu Hayabusa! Alright, a difficulty select. That's something I'm not used to. I did play a bit of this last year when this remaster came out, but I haven't touched it since it came out because it initially launched in a really, let's say, subpar state. It didn't even have graphics options. That's how bad it was. Oh, straight into the combat. Okay. So, if you've played a Devil May Cry game, or really any hack and slash action game, You'll be kind of familiar with how Ninja Gaiden works, except your defensive options are a lot more limited, while your traversal options are a lot more enhanced. A ninja must be able to find his way even when his path is blocked. When facing an obstacle, jump towards it and run vertically up its side until you can grab the upper edge, move to the left or right, and climb up or drop down. That's a long roundabout way of saying you can run up walls and shimmy across ledges. You can also run alongside walls, like so. Now, Ninja Gaiden, I'm not too much of a fan of Ninja Gaiden 1's difficulty curve, but in hindsight, now that I've played, for example, Dark Souls, to give it a very shitty comparison to, if you can beat this first level, you can handle anything the game throws at you. Enemies are relentless in this game. They will not give you a moment to breathe. You have to be on your toes at all times. It's not like Devil May Cry where there's a bit of mook chivalry going on. They will gang up on you. You also get a wall jump, as you'll see here. Now, these yellow orbs I'm collecting are this game's currency. Devil May Cry has red orbs. Ninja Gaiden has, I believe they're called Karma. And there's actually another mechanic that involves these Karma orbs that I will possibly show off later. Basically, they're not just money. You can draw them into you. I'll show it off right now. If I get the fucking chance. There we go. You can draw them into you and use them to fuel supercharged attacks. There's no combo system in this game like there is in a lot of other action-adventure titles of the time. It's all about speed and being as aggressive as possible. Never leave your enemies with an opening. You can also throw kunai. Just for a little bit of range coverage. You get more varieties of ranged weapons as you progress, but you start out with the basic kunai. Lives of the Thousand Gods. Okay. Lives of the Thousand Gods is an increase to your max health. You can also collect Lives of the Gods, which are pieces of a Life of the Thousand Gods. The thing that sucks is that using Lives of the Thousand Gods to max out, to increase your max health, does not actually heal you. There's very few healing options in this game. Alright, Flying Swallow. This is what I was looking for. This is a very reliable move, but the game also punishes you if you spam the same move over and over again too many times. Flying Swallow can easily decapitate a lot of basic enemies, but doesn't work on heavily armored enemies. This game's also very punishing because there's a severe lack of checkpoints. As you see here, as far as this game's concerned, if you don't make it to one of the designated save points, you have to start all over from the beginning. Keep in mind, this game came out in 2004, so I think that was pretty dated by that time standards. Like, legit, this is the kind of game where you can lose tons of progress just because you forgot to save. There's also no autosave. You have to manually save every time. Which isn't too much of a hassle, because save points are always in designated areas. But it can become a pain in the ass if you get stuck retrying the same section over and over again. I believe there is a block button, but I don't know what it is. Okay. It's left bumper. I do not like that mapping at all. Ninja Gaiden's always a hard game for me because I try to play it like a more typical action-adventure stylish action game. Like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, when it's very much not designed like that at all. Your block's not very good in this game because it's extremely easy for enemies to stagger you, so what you're probably going to be using instead is the dodge roll that you can do while blocking. Now that I actually know what the damn block button is. Really? This game's not going to give me any health. Okay. I don't remember this game being that stingy on health. God damn it, I died while checking that chat message. You'd never heard of this game? Really? It's a classic. Or at least most people consider it a classic. The NES games are more so remembered in terms of like classic game discussion than this reboot here for the Xbox. Well, this is... Okay, so the original was for the original version of this, and its expansion... It's a... expanded re-release Ninja Gaiden Black were originally Xbox exclusives, which was very non-standard for the time, considering the Xbox was a complete flop in Japan. The version that would serve for as the basis for this remaster was an enhanced updated re-release for the PlayStation 3 called Ninja Gaiden Sigma. So basically the way the release order goes is you have the original Ninja Gaiden arcade game, you have the trilogy of Ninja Gaiden games for the NES, then you had Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox, you had its updated re-release Ninja Gaiden Black, which tweaked the difficulty a bit and included all the DLC on disc. You had Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360. Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which was a further updated re-release for PlayStation 3 that brought it into HD and added new content. As well as further tweaking the difficulty to make it a bit more accessible, whereas Ninja Gaiden Black was actually tweaked to make it harder. You had Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, which was a tweaked PS3 version of Ninja Gaiden 2 that also had some censorship in it because of its more extreme violence. Then you had Ninja Gaiden 3. That got an updated re-release very shortly after it came out, called Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge. Ninja Gaiden 3 is generally considered one of the worst entries in the franchise. And Razor's Edge is like, it's an improvement on it, but there's like no way to make a good Ninja Gaiden 3 because it's just fundamentally flawed. Then you had Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, which is just trash and belongs in the garbage. And so far, that's been everything we've gotten from Ninja Gaiden outside of this remastered collection, the Master Collection, it's called. Ryu is also a mainstay in the Dead or Alive series, to my understanding. I've never played a Dead or Alive game, so I couldn't begin to tell you anything about that. But to my understanding about, like, Ninja Gaiden lore, is that, the Ninja Gaiden Xbox games are prequels to the NES games, which take place before the Dead or Alive series. So all this comes together, which is why you'll see a couple Dead or Alive characters throughout Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 1 for Xbox has heavily features Ayame. Or is it Ayane? I can't remember which. I'm not too familiar with Dead or Alive characters. And then future entries would also add Kasumi. And Rachel would go on, who was created for this game, would go on to join the cast of Dead or Alive 5, I want to say? And yes, this was made by the same dev team that made the Dead or Alive series, Team Ninja, with the same initial director, Tomonobu Itagaki. So expect lots of scantily clad ladies with big dohongaladoos. And lots of jiggle physics. In fact, on the PS3 version, you could manipulate the jiggle physics by using the PS3 controller's built-in motion sensing. It's tail time? Why is it tail time? We're not playing Gex. You know, it's funny, I meme on Gex a lot, but I've never actually played a Gex game. Just like most people that meme on Gex. So, I guess fair enough. There we go, it's finally starting to give me some health. Blue orbs are, health recovery. So instead of red and green, it's yellow and blue. Fun fact, up until the sale of Crystal Dynamics to whatever that, I want to say French publisher was, you want to know who actually held the rights to Gex for, like, the better part of a decade and did nothing with them? Square Enix. because Gex was created to be a mascot for the 3DO by Crystal Dynamics, who you may know nowadays for the modern Tomb Raider games. Yes, Square Enix owned Gex, and they did nothing with them except put the games on PSN. But they don't own Gex anymore because they sold Crystal Dynamics and all of its IPs to, like, this random, I want to say, French company. Because Square Enix decided to sell off pretty much all of their Western IPs so they could instead focus on putting NFTs in their games. Hey, Sheba. Sheba's going to like this game because it has lots of jiggly, bouncy booba in it, especially in the sequels. But we get a peek at that even as early as this first stage. Yes, we get big titty ninja girls in this game and big titty warrior girls with giant war hammers and grappling hooks. Alright, finally reached a save point. Ayame. It's either Ayame or Ayane. I always get those two names confused because they're just one letter off. And Kasumi ends up being added to the series in Ninja Gaiden 3. This is also the game that introduced Rachel to the Team Ninja fold, and she would join the Dead or Alive cast in, I want to say, Dead or Alive 5. Although in this game, she has a very noticeably different voice actress who is immediately recognizable as, oh, hi, Tara Strong. Like Tara Strong just doing her regular voice is the voice of Rachel in this game. It's been a while since I played this, so I can't remember exactly where I'm supposed to go. I know I'm supposed to take the Fangs of the Samurai to the samurai statue. I just can't remember where the samurai statue is. Also, this game has some, like, really cool monster designs in it. Once we get introduced to the Greater Fiends, you're going to see some really cool character designs. My favorite being Doku, who we see as early as Stage 2. Here we go. Here's the samurai statue. Ninja Gaiden 1 has a lot more, yeah, the boss of the first stage is like a massive kick in the nards. Because you expect the first boss of any game to be like a tutorial. And he still is, but he gives you no breathing room. It's like, you're either going to master the mechanics this early in the game, or you are not going to progress past this point. And in the original two Xbox versions, because this is a remaster of the PlayStation 3 version, if you died too many times in this first level, you were given the option to play on easy mode, which is called Ninja Dog. And if you chose to play on Ninja Dog, you got a special cutscene where Ayame, like, insults you for being less skilled than she anticipated, and says she's going to help guide you from here on. And throughout the rest of the game, she sends you very passive-aggressive, condescending messages, bundled with extra healing items and extra pretty little ribbons you can equip that give you stat bonuses to make the game even easier. And the title screen changes, so Ryu is no longer the main character on the title screen, it's Ayame. So the game gaslights you into not being the main character, but instead just the sidekick, as far as Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black are concerned. If you dare play on easy mode. I should also point out that Ayame's voice in this game is another one that's going to be instantly recognizable to people of a certain age, because once you hear her talk, it'll click with you, because she's voiced by Janice Kawaii, who you most likely know as Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. So, we've got a crossover of... We're crossing the streams as far as waifus go when it comes to this game. Alright, here's our first boss.
I see you have made it this far.
I actually beat this game as a kid, but it was on Ninja Dog difficulty. On Ninja Gaiden Black. I've never beaten Ninja Gaiden Sigma because I barely played. But to my understanding, Sigma is slightly easier than Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden Black. There we go, boss defeated. And here she comes.
Ah, the dragon sword. So your father is still in the sacred wilderness.
Yes, first thing we see of Ayame is ass.
He continues his training. He never seems satisfied with the power he wields.
Someday you will come to understand the pursuit of power. Perhaps beginning with your training here. And what of the sister blade, the Dark Dragon? Has he left you in charge of protecting it as well?
It remains in the village under the protection of my father's clan. They will ensure that the sword remains untouched.
Now, a little bit of exposition here, because the game doesn't really explain it very well in story. It's told through, like, supplementary stuff. This guy here, Murai, is Ryu's uncle. He is part of a different clan than the clan that protects the Dragon Blade and the Dark Dragon Blade.
Master Ryu.
the Dark Dragon Blade is like this ancient evil weapon that can grant you immense power, but could potentially destroy the world. And the Dragon Sword is its counterpart, the only weapon that's capable of beating it. And Ryu is tasked with safekeeping the Dragon Sword, while his father's clan, specifically a priestess, who is like his childhood friend, but that's not important because she barely even gets a passing mention in this game, is tasked with guarding the Dark Dragon Blade. Actually, I think I'm going to, if I can... No, I can't. There's no way to tweak the controls in-game. I have to do it from the main menu. That sucks. Because it's so unnatural to have the block button mapped to the left bumper. I want to have it to, like, right trigger or something. This game's got a fantastic soundtrack. It's an absolute banger, but it's like really hard to find good rips of it. Come on, get the fuck. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. There's a lot of platforming in this game, and it's not very good, because jumping is very Devil May Cry 1, where you're dedicated to a predetermined jump arc, as opposed to being able to freely move in midair. It's more easy to get adjusted to than Devil May Cry 1, I would say, but still not ideal. Ninja Gaiden 2 massively improved on that. In fact, I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but I feel like a few things aside, Ninja Gaiden 2 is the more mechanically sound game than Ninja Gaiden 1. Also, we just got our first Ninpo, which is magic attacks. I should also point out for anyone who's looking to get the PC version of the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, because that is what I'm playing for this. No keyboard controls if you are so inclined. You have to use a gamepad. It will not let you progress past the opening company logos if you don't use a gamepad. Which, for a PC game, is kind of stupid, but at the same time, why would you want to do a lot of high-speed precision combat and platforming with a keyboard? I'm trying to do the Flying Swallow. There we go. Flying Swallow is my favorite move in the game. It's so visceral, and it's got such a satisfying impact. And you can flying swallow these nuts. I feel I should also do my due part for helping to calm down some of the inevitable horny that's going to come from this game involving Ayame, because canonically at this point in the Ninja Gaiden slash Dead or Alive timeline, Ayame is like 14 years old. So, try not to get too excited for her if you don't want to feel like an absolute scumbag. Yeah, all I have to say is, God damn it, Japan. I hate these mage enemies so much. They just teleport spam all over the place and hit you with pot shots. If I lose, it's the game's fault? No. No. I just have to get good. We're not doing DSP in this chat. Every time you come across a Life of the Gods, you want to collect it, because collecting, I believe, 9? It's either 7 or 9 of them, gives you a health increase.
A dark samurai clad in black armor. Master, you do not attempt to fight it.
Team Ninja really be like, hey, let's give a character like a gigantic ass, a skin-tight outfit, and G-cups, and then make her 14 so you can't find her sexy without being a creep. That's one of the reasons I don't really like Team Ninja girls very much. Definitely gotta get the wooden sword. The wooden sword seems stupid to get right now, but trust me, it's going to be useful if I can grind enough yellow essence. That's what it's called, essence. Not karma. Karma is your score. If I can grind enough yellow essence to words to fully upgrade it, it becomes, I shit you not, the wooden sword becomes the most powerful weapon in the game. Oh, F in the chat for Sheba. F in the chat for that. Yeah, me and a couple of my friends were having some discussions about Senran Kagura waifus today, and like we all agreed that like Senran Kagura's got some genuinely, not just like, you know, sexy anime booba, but like genuinely compelling characters in it. But the downside is like all of them are sexualized, obviously, because it's primarily fan service first. But like with the exception of like 5 of them, not counting the ones that are like from different time periods, they're all considerably underage. And it's like, Japan, why do you gotta be this way? Alright, arrows. I needed those. Forgot you had to equip the bow. I hate fighting the horseback guys. Thankfully, there's not that many of them in this game. They just waste your time. You know what? Let go. I'm trying to activate my ninpo, but the game's like, no, you're not. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to equip my ninpo. It's not enough to just find one, no, you have to manually equip it. Fuck everything in this general direction. I can tell you right now, as far as Senran Kagura ages go, Haruka, you know, the mommy dom of the cast, is of age. Which is a good thing. But then also kinda, I have mixed feelings on Haruka. because knowing that she's canonically an adult makes her whole dynamic with Hibari, who's canonically 15 years old, a lot creepier. Because it comes off as child grooming. Hello, Tashai. You came just in time to, see me repeatedly die in Ninja Gaiden. You might want to save up those points for, some of the new redeems. But then again, who am I to tell you how to spend your points? Yes, like that. I always hated this mini-boss. It's not so much the boss himself that's hard. It's that you have an infinitely respawning army of these, mage guys. I've got to do all that over again, because this game doesn't believe in checkpoints. Welcome back, Lord Megatron. You like what you saw from that barrage, don't you, Tashai? Remember, you earn more points by chatting than just by watching. This game's fucking with my memory because, from the looks of it, they changed the, location of one of the weapons you would previously get in this stage. Right over there in Ninja Gaiden Black, was where you would get the lunar staff. And, it's not there! Oh, by the way, guys, did you hear that Kason has officially joined VShojo? I'm so happy for her. I mean, she already left Hololive a year ago, so there's really not much to say about that. Now that she's officially a member of VShojo, we need to get someone to ask her to aid in our scientific research about which members of VShojo can touch their elbows together. King, not kink. I mean, actually it's VShojo in general, so it could easily be both. Get off the damn horse! Yes, this guy right here needs to get off his high horse. Alright, he's almost dead. Get the fuck. All of that to learn how to counterattack. Oy. Alright, this area is new. This wasn't in the Xbox version. Thanks for that. Ooh, new enemy types too. Making sure I didn't miss anything, because this area was not in the Xbox version, so this is all new to me. Okay, where do I go? I genuinely have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to go. See, this game does give you a map, but it's not helpful in the slightest. Oh, there's no map for this area. Okay. Okay. So what, I'm just supposed to blindly go through here? Okay. I see how it is, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Oh, I'm supposed to know that these are breakable. I'm starting to see why Ninja Gaiden Sigma isn't as, discussed as Ninja Gaiden Black is. Oh hey, this part's not pre-rendered this time. This was pre-rendered in the Xbox version. Yeah, that's the childhood friend priestess who guards the Dark Dragon Blade. And here is the peak character design of this game, Goku. Oh, I actually get to fight Goku? Cool. Please make this a, you're supposed to lose fight. Yes, yes it is. Thank Christ. Thank Neptune. Thank any gods or deities you worship. So yeah, Ryu's fucking dead. But thankfully, this is based on a lot of Japanese folklore. So his guardian spirit, the Peregrine Falcon, is able to guide his spirit back to his body. This isn't explained in-game, you're just supposed to imply that. So here's our new outfit for Ryu. He wears this for the rest of the game. I think it looks much better.
My network of ninja have uncovered the reason for the attack. The samurai who burned the village was Doku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigour Empire. It appears as though the Vigour Emperor seeks the power of the Dark Dragon Blade.
Doku.
All right, so now we're on our way to the primary destination of the rest of the game, which is the Holy Vigor Empire.
The Holy Vigor Empire, a strange dictatorship veiled in secrecy. Its exclusionist foreign policy makes for very few ways to enter the country. One of the only remaining routes is by airship to the capital city of Tyron.
We've received reports of a hostile malefactor crossing the Vigor border. A search will be conducted immediately. Maintain current course and velocity. I repeat, maintain current course and velocity. We've received reports of a hostile malefactor.
I gotta say, these pre-rendered FMVs for a 2004 game have aged really well. By the way, just as a random little tidbit of Ninja Gaiden lore, Ryu's dad is still alive, and he becomes a prominent character in Ninja Gaiden 2. His name is Joe. Like, imagine you're a legendary ninja, and then you're explaining your clan's history to someone, and it's like, my father trained me in the art of the shinobi. What's your dad's name? Joe. Joe Mama. Like, I'm not even setting you up for a Joe Mama joke. Literally, his name's Joe. If my instincts are correct about why Ryu's dad's name is Joe, it's probably a stealth reference to Joe Musashi from Shinobi, which is an earlier ninja arcade action game series that was made by Sega. This was made by Koei Tecmo. And there was actually a Shinobi game that came out around the time of Ninja Gaiden on PS2, except it was nowhere near as good. It had good combat. It's just that one of its core features makes it like overly difficult, which is that if you don't kill enemies frequently enough, you just you start losing health if you don't kill often enough. You beat the PS2 Shinobi? I haven't beaten it. I can beat Ninja Gaiden Black on normal difficulty, but I can't beat Shinobi for PS2. It's just too clunky for me. But the main character of the PS2 Shinobi game, Hatsuma, has such a badass design. See, I seem to be in the minority when it comes to not liking the PS2 Shinobi game. I got chewed out in a Sega group for saying that I didn't like that game. I actually prefer, instead of Shinobi, I prefer its, pseudo-sequel Nightshade. Which is basically Shinobi without the health draining mechanic. You played Nightshade, not Shinobi? That makes more sense. To me, at least. Red Ninja, I've been meaning to play that. It's like the only Kunoichi-themed action game that actually incorporates the stuff that Kunoichi were known for. Yes, because Kunoichi's whole thing was using seduction to get to their targets. And not very many Kunoichi-focused media actually incorporates that as an element. I mean, I'm glad that Senran Kagura doesn't, because that would make it even more awkward to be a fan of that series. But it's funny that Nightshade, which was called Kunoichi in Japan, doesn't actually let you do any, like, Kunoichi-type stuff. That was cheap! Attacking me mid-cutscene. always make sure to upgrade your weapons whenever you get the chance. It not only increases their attack power, it also gives you new abilities. Alright, here's our first golden scarab. These are an optional collectible. The more you collect, the more stuff you unlock by trading them into the shopkeeper. If I remember correctly, his name is Muramasa. I'm sure somewhere some actual Ninja Gaiden expert is looking at this gameplay. He's like, holy shit, why are you playing it so badly? All of that mayhem just to find an ID card on the ground. Ah, yes, I found the porn stash. Dragon's Claw. They added Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang to Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Ooh, nice. Very nice. I love Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang. Dual katanas. Who wouldn't love them? Now I'm a real ninja, like Leonardo. It's like a wise man once said, only a ninja can defeat a ninja. That wise man being Stuart Ashen, the British comedian and YouTuber, and star of Ashen's and the Quest for the Game Child, and its sequel, Ashen's and the Polybius Heist. Will ya stop shooting me, you dick? Who brings a gun to a sword fight? That's so fucking cheap. Who brings an RPG to a sword fight? That's a better question. That dude did, and now he's fucking dead for it. I don't mean to keep bringing up the karma counter, but it's hard not to when it's mapped to pressing the left analog stick in. Unfortunately, you're not going to see many female ninjas in this game. No, I do not choose to abandon the way of the ninja. The only female ninja you're going to see in this game is Ayame. And as I have previously established, much to Shiba's shock and horror, she's canonically 14 years old in this game. Oops. But we do get to see a sexy monster huntress. Now, I know there has to be a way to go into first-person view with the bow, because that's how it worked in Ninja Gaiden Black. What I don't know is how it works in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, because they fucked with the controls. Sure, just destroy the Zeppelin's power system. Nothing wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong with that. Can you move any slower, Ryu? Alright, we're going to go back to the starting area now that we have the ID card, because there's a room in there that we couldn't get into before. Wow. They just keep coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Oh, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. Angie. Angie. I'm Angie. Angie face. Get serious. All right, first of all, let's actually use some of these Life of the Gods. There's no need not to. I did not mean to waste my ninpo there. That was very bad. Very stupid of me. Okay, I hate that move where they just go behind you and slit your throat because there's no way to, like, break out of it or dodge it. It's just, oh, let me just get a free hit on you that deals massive damage. Will you guys just fucking die already? How many of you are there? Fucking finally! Now what do I get for that? Lives of the Thousand Gods. Good. Finally a good reward. Happy Face has returned. Now let's go save so I don't have to do that shit again. First things first, before we progress, we have to raid all these empty rooms. Nothing in here, really. Or have I already been in here? I genuinely can't remember. Yeah, I have been in these rooms. Now I remember what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, this is a fancy-looking airship. It's a shame we're never going to see it again after this level. Alright, we're almost at the end of this stage, and then we'll finally be at Vigor. Oh no, not the ugly bastard! I thought that was supposed to be me! How am I supposed to dodge these attacks? He has, like, frame perfect lock on. There we go, fucking finally. Now we can finally be done with this level and never have to come back to it again. See, this is why no one travels by Zeppelin anymore. This is exactly why you don't travel by Zeppelin in a lightning storm. How did I get Master Ninja on that? I died so many fucking times. Chapter 4, Imperial City Infiltration. I'm so not used to those notes from Ayame being silent, because in the Xbox versions they were actually voiced. No idea why they took out the voice acting for those. That's right, I'm not supposed to get up there until later. So no point in trying to platform around this area. Finally! Here's the lunar staff! What took you so long? This is so weird! In Ninja Gaiden Black, you got that in just the second level. Wow, Ryu's aim is absolute shit. And that was with auto aim. He missed like damn near every shot. Oh my god, this climbing is so slow. To quote one of my favorite games ever, Psychonauts, you're like molasses going uphill in January with crutches. Oh, they changed the kunai to shuriken in Ninja Gaiden Sigma. How many shuriken to the face does it take to kill this motherfucker? Dude just does not want to die. He's just gonna stand there taking pot shots at me while I try to platform over to him. This is why I don't like Ninja Gaiden 1's platforming. Because more often than not, there's just some douchebag waiting to take pot shots at you. And just fuck everything up, and there's no way to kill him without just, like, luck being on your side. I want to at least get to where Rachel is introduced before calling it a night. You see how bullshit that is? I can't kill him because I couldn't hit him with my arrows, because I can't find a way to fucking aim my arrows like I easily could in Ninja Gaiden Black, because Ninja Gaiden Sigma just had to fuck with the controls. Yeah, we get third-person aiming, but I don't know how to aim in left trigger to aim in first person. I'm fucking left triggered. Oh god, not the spider ninjas. I hate the spider ninjas. They throw exploding kunai at you. And they are the cheapest motherfuckers in this game. Spirit of the Devils. Now I can increase my Nimpo. Finally, we made it to the shop. That's not at all what the subtitles... Those subtitles don't match what he said, is what I'm trying to say. You see how cheap these bastards are? I hate them so much. Yeah, my best advice for anyone looking to try out Ninja Gaiden is the enemies in this game are incredibly cheap, so you have to be just as cheap as they are. Alright, let's buy everything we just bought again. Because this game doesn't believe in checkpoints or autosaves. I didn't even know I had these gauntlets. These are new. Alright, I'm supposed to make my way to Han's bar. The door's locked. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Kier. How am I doing? Slightly angry, because this game hard. Yeah, the strategy guide cannot help you. It's all skill. It's these fucking guys who keep fucking me over, because they can just spam you with so much bullshit at once. You know what? Fuck everything in this general direction. And of course, Ryu auto-targets in a completely useless direction, because there's no way to aim where your ninpo attacks go. All of that just for some essence. Fucking Christ. There's nothing over here. Was that camera angle a bad one? Because this game has a bad camera. You'd think that in the, either the porting to PS3 or the remastering to, modern consoles, they would have, you know, tweaked the camera a bit. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. That's another one of the things I didn't like about the first Ninja Gaiden is that, like, you don't really get any good direction a lot of the time on where exactly your destination is. Oh yes, I'm supposed to know that I can wall jump there, even though the camera angle doesn't show it. I had to go through all of that just to unlock a fucking door. Jesus. Is that Ninja Police? Pretty much. Oh, it doesn't matter if the enemies have shields or not. They can still just block everything that you throw at them. A lot of this game's combat is just about, like, trying to find openings to actually deal damage rather than like skillful combos and stuff like that. Okay, this is new. This is a new encounter that wasn't in the Xbox version. Oh, fuck this. Fuck this. Oh, we're just skipping over the whole needing to get a ticket from... Yeah, we're just skipping an entire chunk of the game. Here we go. Here's the girl I want everyone to see, Rachel. Oh my, indeed.
I'm Rachel, hunter and slayer of fiends.
Voiced by Tara Strong.
You don't see them much nowadays. It's hard to believe they were ever human, isn't it?
Human?
Anyone...
Oh, and if we were playing the PS3 version of this game, you could manipulate the bouncing of her booba by shaking the controller.
Does that make you?
Love interest? One-sided love interest. Rachel's attracted to Ryu, but canonically he hooks up with the
Why are you looking
female deuteragonist of Ninja Gaiden 2.
You have no idea what you're up against, do you? If he could be killed, I would have done it myself long ago. He was the one that took my sister from me.
Look at that shameless jiggle for that slight movement.
Busy night.
They actually updated the jiggle physics for Ninja Gaiden Sigma versus Ninja Gaiden and Ninja Gaiden Black.
Ladies, my friend. Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. By the way, good luck with that Doku guy. Sounds like you're going to need it. Oh, and I know Rachel quite well. She'll be just fine.
If I remember correctly, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is the version we're playing here, also adds some playable sections with Rachel. Okay, this is a playable section with Rachel. Speaking of... Chapter 5, The Fiend Hunter. Why do I have to go to horny jail while I'm not the one being horny? I'm not sure how fighting in this outfit is going to protect you against fiends. And we're going to see exactly what I'm talking about with well, Rachel is introduced as like this massive badass character, but she very quickly becomes like a standard damsel in distress. She's such a disappointment. Then again, Ninja Gaiden is not really known for handling female characters very well. Like, no one is allowed to be a strong character unless they're sided with Ryu or they just are Ryu. Like, Rachel's explanation for like how durable she is, canon explanation for how durable she is and how strong she is, comes from the fact that she is actually part fiend, as she explained in her introductory cutscene. So she's not like your normal human. Gotta say, I actually prefer, this is gonna sound weird, but I prefer playing as Rachel over playing as Ryu in this game. They should have, tweaked Ryu's combat a bit to be a bit more, to make it flow better for, this remaster. But then they went and added a whole new playable character, and she handles better than the main character that you spend most of the game playing. KH1 Shadows called and they're suing. Do you choose to? I'm not abandoning the way of the ninja. Stop asking me. By the way, Kier, you would get really fed up with this game real quick for one reason and one reason in particular. Ninja Gaiden 1 does not... I've said this before on stream, but I'm going to keep saying it. Ninja Gaiden does not believe in checkpoints. The only place you can reload from is either the beginning of the level or the last place you saved. So you can be sent back a long way if you don't remember to save very often. It's incredibly tedious. And it's not like, oh, it was an early hack and slash action game, so they didn't know the genre yet. No, this game came out in 2004 originally, and they never tweaked that a bit for any of the updated re-releases or enhanced ports, or even this remaster. Such a simple quality of life fix that they could have done, and they just refused to do it because they have to make it as hard as possible without, like, it actually being based on challenge, but rather just, like, dealing with bullshit. Like, enemies that, can just turtle whenever they feel like it, enemies that can, spam you with projectiles from the other side of the screen while you're taking care of the enemies that are in front of you. Just so much shit to deal with at once. Night Lord Megatron. Ooh, what you got for food? Please give me some blue essence. Please, I'm fucking dying here. I've got all this yellow essence and nothing to spend it on. Oh my god, he was holding a loading screen. Oh yeah, that's right. Rachel can't wall run, can she? No, she can't. Because she's not a ninja. Makes sense, at least. From the game's own internal logic. God, I have to fight Black Spider Ninjas as Rachel, as the slow character. Fucking hell.
In an age when chaos ruled all,
Chinese food, nice.
all the ancient tribes were mixed, and their traits were passed on to the fiends. Then there were the twin fiend sisters, Nike, fiend of destruction, and Ishtaros, fiend of creation.
Oh no, we got even more horny demon designs.
Of an entire new race of fiends. Those who have awakened to become fiends may only find freedom in death. Only in death.
Well, that was a pointless level. Added nothing to the that need to be explained to the story of Ninja Gaiden 1. Common Hunter, how dare you? How dare you? I am not just common. I am uncommon. Like, it's not even just that it's padding. These are exclusive to Ninja Gaiden Sigma. The original release of Ninja Gaiden and its updated release, Ninja Gaiden Black, did not have these playable Rachel segments. And yes, padding, like the bra that Rachel is very clearly not wearing. I think I'll go for a little bit longer, then we'll call it a night. I want to at least get to the tentacle monster, because it wouldn't be a Arikado stream without something with tentacles in it. Yeah, there's a recurring tentacle monster boss in this game. Now, to my understanding, they actually took something out of this, quote-unquote, definitive version of Ninja Gaiden. And that was, in Ninja Gaiden for Xbox, the original release, if you collected enough of the hidden golden scarabs, you could unlock the original Ninja Gaiden NES games to play in the bar that we just left. In Ninja Gaiden Black, they changed that to the original Ninja Gaiden arcade game. In Ninja Gaiden Sigma, they took all that out. You ever play a definitive edition that doesn't have everything the vanilla version had? Oh, I should have made that jump. I even connected with the ledge. I'm doing all this to get a weapon I know damn well I'm never going to use. By the way, right here, this floating Team Ninja slab, in the original Xbox versions, it was a floating magical Xbox. There we go. Got the windmill shuriken, which I'm never going to fucking use. Because, it's pretty damn useless. Most projectile weapons in this game are. Projectiles do not stagger in this game. They're just meant for, like, taking pot shots at enemies that are taking pot shots at you. The only projectiles worth a damn are the arrows. It's fine that you're a bit late, Cobalt Rogue. What movie were you watching? Not going up there, because that'll just spawn some of the Black Spider Ninjas. I already got the item that's up there anyway. So let's go to the shop. Muramasa, it's the name of a legendary swordsmith back from feudal Japan. That's why it sounds familiar. It's also the name of a very powerful katana in the Final Fantasy series. And in a lot of fiction, they tend to have katanas named Muramasa. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I've heard that's a classic. Obviously, not up to date on its portrayal of mental health issues. But hey, it's from like the 60s or 70s. What do you expect? Oh, the movie that Cobalt mentioned? Yeah, it's an old Jack Nicholson movie, directed by Stanley Kubrick. Fun fact, if it wasn't for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, we wouldn't have Ratchet from Transformers. Because Ratchet from Transformers was named after Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And in fact, Ratchet was supposed to be a female character before Hasbro was like, no, they have to all be boys because we're targeting this to boys. There's no way that girls would like something as fucking awesome as transforming robots. What made Hasbro change their minds to allow RC? It took a lot of fighting from the writer of the G1 Transformers movie. But he like fought really hard to get RC approved because he had a daughter that like religiously watched Transformers, and he wanted to give her a character that she could, you know, be represented with among the Cybertronian race. You have to keep in mind that the G1 Transformers movie was in production while season 2 of Transformers also was, which is why even though RC debuted in 1986 after the episode that introduced the female Autobots that never got toys until like a few years ago. She's still considered the first female Transformer because of her being written first. Basically, Hasbro was like, no girls allowed, and then one of their writers fought them on it, and then they finally relented, and then they allowed female characters to be introduced in the show in the lead up to the movie, so there wouldn't be any questions about where this one random female Autobot came from in a previously all-male race. And then, like, in the decades since, they've acted like, oh yeah, we're so progressive because we have female characters, even though we mandated that female characters could not be part of the show for the beginning of its run. It's not that Ratchet was based on Nurse Ratched, it's just the name was taken from Nurse Ratched because he was the team medic. Personality-wise, he's very different. And if he had remained a female character, she would have been completely different than Nurse Ratched. It's just, it's basically just a pun.